Depart now. Paying bills does not make you family, my father roared on Thanksgiving. Can you imagine pouring your heart, soul, and hard-earned money into keeping your family afloat, only to be told you're selfish, and then literally kicked out of your own home? That Thanksgiving wasn't just dinner, it was the battlefield where I finally fought back against years of being the family ATM and came face to face with the shocking truth about the people I thought I knew best. My name is Rachel. I'm 28, and on paper, I'm a success. A financial analyst at one of Boston's top firms. But every single month, when I hit that transfer button for my parents' $1,600 mortgage, I felt like that desperate little girl again, still begging for approval. And no matter how much I did, how much I sacrificed, I was always the family disappointment. Meanwhile, my younger brother, Kevin, just floated through life, showered in unearned praise. This Thanksgiving, that all shattered. Growing up in the Morgan household, you learned one thing fast. My father, Harold, had expectations. And I never met them. Not really. From elementary school spelling bees to high school debate, nothing I achieved was ever quite enough. Second place is just the first loser, he'd say, his eyes scanning my trophies with this thinly veiled disappointment. My mother, Linda, was different, but somehow, it cut deeper. Where dad was openly critical, mom was passively dismissive. Oh, that's nice, dear, she'd murmur, barely looking up from a magazine featuring Kevin's latest football win. Her indifference felt like a wound that never healed. Then there was Kevin. 3 years younger, he became the golden child the moment he threw his first perfect spiral at 7. His mediocre grades? Focusing on what really matters. My straight A's? Trying too hard to show off. When he made varsity as a freshman, my parents threw a backyard barbecue. When I got into Harvard with a partial scholarship, I got a nod and a, well, you always did like books. It was always like that. I learned to find validation elsewhere, in teachers' praise, in academic achievements, in the quiet, fierce satisfaction of knowing I was building something just for me. I dove into my studies, determined to create a life where I wouldn't need their approval. College was my escape. I graduated Harvard with honors, majoring in economics with a computer science minor. No one from my family was there. Kevin had a football game. I told myself it didn't matter. I landed a job at Beacon Financial Partners, one of Boston's most prestigious firms, and built my life in the city. For 5 years, I kept them at a polite distance. Holiday visits, occasional phone calls, nothing too deep. Then, 3 years ago, everything changed. Dad called on a Tuesday evening. His voice, for once, wasn't booming. It was small. He'd been laid off after 20 years at the manufacturing plant. At 58, with no college degree and in a dying industry, his prospects were grim. Mom had only ever worked part-time at the library. Their savings? Gone. The mortgage was 3 months behind. They were about to lose the house I grew up in. I had just received a substantial promotion. My new salary was finally enough for a comfortable life in Boston, with plenty left over for savings. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.